Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're very much on the way now.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter...
Adriano! Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Vieira wins the duel this time. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he's there to get it away. Jamaica have a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. It's a decent clearance. Pull it. Bale. That is a great pick out. And Matthäus. Now then, the ball's come loose. Adriano. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Just lacking in accuracy. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. Condela yet to have an attempt on goal. It's a good run down the right. Gattuso, Adriano, and here's Hullet. Adriano. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Vieira did just... Can he finish? He's delivered all right. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning.
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Has to go back. He's having a pop! That was mighty close. They found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And it's Drogba. Now it's Hullet. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Drogba with the foul. And here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Ambitious ball here. And he's worked it through. Somewhat off target. Bale. This is a promising build-up. Out towards the flank. He's got away. Aimed at the far side.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
It's really well cleared. That looks a cracking ball. Adriano! And he hits the net. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Rafael Leao. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Piqué kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Azar, who is really short on confidence. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get onto this? Oh, important interception. Azar. Mateus.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
Now, what about a counter-attack? And he cuts out the supply. Stan. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So, your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Vai-se proceder uma substituição. O número 17.
So
Número
right back
21.
into the action.
Bale.
I think
Número
it'll be
6.
fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach.
Número 8.
They have to go for it, try and
Vão
play
dar os
them
seus
back,
lugares a
but they also have to be
número
aware that
18.
going 3 down.
Número
they'll probably
14.
see their fate.
Número 9. Número 3.
It's Ibrahimovic. Condela come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
It's gone for a throw-in. Another throw-in. Yeah. Now it's got space here. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Yeah. Roberto Baggio. Araujo. And it's Vieira.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
And it's Son Heung-min. Now Roberto Baggio. And they can counter here. Probing pass. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And that's gone loose. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
This is Figo. Oh, that was vital. That's put paid to the danger. Plays it through. Hazard in acres of space out wide. And they've got rid. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Bullets was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Foot in.
This is the time you need that pace.
Adriano. Oh, that's fabulous. Vieira, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Hazard, played out wide.
Might want to be careful there.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Condela, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge.
Vai-se proceder a uma substituição.
So changes afoot here, and from both
Sai e
sides.
vai entrar para o seu lugar com o número 5. Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
There was plenty of power on that. Figo. Some good work on the right flank here. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, this is intriguing.
And it's Vieira. Araujo engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Vieira does really well to win the ball there. Swung over. Son Heung-min. It's a good spell possession, this. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Well, it's Batistuta. Batistuta, and he's had a chance! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Oh, he went for it there knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. So what can they make of this? Nesta with the slide tackle there. Puskás, and it's Gerrard looking for a runner, and he was quick to react. Maldini. Seedorf. Vieira.
Condela seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
Good run he's making there. Oh, it's come loose. Can he stop it going out? And that is as far as it goes. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Condela desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch. And you're never going to win like that.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So things are underway. Centre of attention, of course, Zico. Now he can play.
Well, you know, he isn't just a playmaker, Peter. He puts the hard yards in, and he has the presence to be quite a strong leader too.
So it's no surprise that so many idolise him and emulate him.
Brazilian flair and elegance is tough to emulate, but very easy to admire.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yeah. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Zico going face to face with his great rival. Zico. Oh, the ball's run loose here. There's the shot.
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt. And here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Boca Juniors are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Gives it back. Adriano. Araujo. Has a look and plays it forward. And here's Zico. Changes him with that pass. That's a lovely, neat pass. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Maldini. Condela already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Zico. Thuram proves too strong, too smart. Now it's De Rossi. Adriano. Davids makes the interception. Son Heung-min is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And it's Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min. Vermaelen defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Boca Juniors definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Boca Juniors have got it back and they'll have another go. Spread neatly. And the ball's gone astray. Oh no, this does not look good. Can he finish? And it's in. Boca Juniors are all square. Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Zico, and he's picked out the run. Adriano is onto this. It's not an especially good pass, that. Now Davids, Son Heung-min. Davids, and it's Messi. This is a promising build-up. Ibrahimovic. Yeah. Stam. Son Heung-min. And it's Zico. Cantona. And here's Bale. De Rossi. Zico. Stam spots it and intercepts. Thuram is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. He's a sharp little ball here. Real chance! Oh, he's been caught this time, surely! Goal! Boca Juniors! And the comeback is complete! Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Vieira. Zico. De Rossi. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Davids. It's a good ball out wide. Davids. He's gone down. And we've reached half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. And we are up to the break.
I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
So right back into the action.
Condella really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow.
He'll try from distance! Adriano! Oh, just look at it! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular man.
Oh, what has happened here? Ibrahimovic! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Spread it left. Son Heung-min. Araujo. Now it's Ibrahimovic. It's a nicely shaped ball. And the keeper's given it away. He's picked his way through. Great vision. Now it's Bale. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And that was asking for too much. So we've reached the hour mark. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And here's Cantona. Pele. Adriano, given the lift of his goal. Oh, that's fabulous. Nicely weighted ball. Check claims comfort.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Goes down, but nothing given. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Bale. Vieira. Well read, nice interception. Bale. That's been intercepted. Zico. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pele. Adriano. Knocks it into space. Not the most convincing of passes. Araujo. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Seedorf. Looking for the run. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Zico. Little doubt, that is a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Vai-se proceder uma substituição. O
So
número
changes
21,
afoot here, and from both
Bale.
sides.
Número 18, número 19. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 15, número 14, número 9. Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
Araujo. Shot! Boca Juniors have a free kick. It's not gone well. It's a really well-measured ball. Cantona driving forward. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Seedorf aims beyond the defence. And he's running through. Oh, sweet feet. It's Pele! And that really should have been that.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Roberto Carlos. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Now it's Pele.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And it's Gullit. Oh, it's been flattened there.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
2 minutes to be added on. Davids. Figo. Now it's Cantona. Pele. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Tondela did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everybody, and
stadium, and
welcome
the
to
players on the
today's
pitch are
match.
raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. The extremely prolific Roy Mackay must be one of the most underrated players of his era, Jim. Never made that much of an impact on the international stage, actually.
That's true. The Dutch weren't short of striking talent at that time, of course, Peter.
And I suppose he could have suffered too for playing for a less glamorous club.
Very possible, but it doesn't make him any less of a player for me.
Of course not. They didn't call him the goal machine for nothing. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Can he get it through? Hernes. That's good play. Hernes going face-to-face with his great rival. He's in a good position. He's having a hit!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good for him.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hernes. Another pass just keeps it ticking. It's a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
And if you do have a chance today, please take some time out to give your support to our better state.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave, which envelops the team. We are just getting started. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs...
Bullish header! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. Now this man, Yaya Toure, Jim, midfielders don't come much more complete and dominant than him, do they?
Well, the envy of so many opposition teams, I would...
He's gone for goal! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And it's been hooked away. Hazard applies the finish! Split-second reaction.
Hazard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And they've got a throw. It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Tries to pass it through. Oh, important interception. Conte. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Little pass back.
That's good pressure, it gave him no other choice.
Araujo opts for safety. Now it's Neymar. Tries to play it through, and that could set him on his way. Thuram. Ernest. First quarter of an hour gone. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Leicester is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And he's in on shapes to shoot! Road height! That is just a piece of art! He's got himself an absolute peach. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Chengdu Rongchen have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Nedved, he's picked his way through. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was...
That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
No, he's not getting past him there. And now they can spring out of defence. Referee's given a throw. Chengdu Rongchen very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Looking for the run. Oh, that's fabulous. Stam with the clearance. But it goes. It's well taken goal. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Arsenal have their second corner now. Good chance here. They're going to be quick to recover this. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. This. Yeah. It's bounced back off the post. Araujo. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. To the final 5 minutes of the first half. He's found the way through. Nedved really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Adriano. Nedved. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bullet. And the whistle goes for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. The midway point of the game.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
Substitution.
Chen get the ball rolling in the second half. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Goes for the shot! It's wide, but not by very much.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Ibrahimovic, there's the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And he's there to belt it away. Chen come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Leicester cuts out the pass. Leicester gets across to intercept that. Zanetti. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That looks a decent ball. Boucher defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Arsenal really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
Araujo, Lampard, Cruyff, looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Referees are wanted a free kick.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
It's an Arsenal free kick.
Well, I think the technical challenge is doable. This could depend on the amount of power.
He's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting
The
position
attendance
was
for this
good.
match
That
was
helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball
60,810.
and deal with it well.
Oh, they really should have been made to pay.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 9.
Two coaches
Neymar.
are signalling changes
Number
here, both at the
14.
same time.
Adriano. Coming on the field. Number 10. Gullit.
Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Number 13.
Deco
Suarez.
running with intent.
Substitutions taking
Goal
place.
this time. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Messi. And it's Deco. Chengdu Rongchen are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Gullit never out of the action for very long. That looks a good ball through. Chengdu Rongchen can breathe again, just.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Oh, he's found him in space. Conte, and here's Lampard. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Roberto Carlos. Luis Suarez. Oh, good spread. And it's Messi. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Ibrahimovic. Oh, such a clever touch. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Lampard. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Can he finish? Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
So here comes the substitution.
Number 19, Messi. Number 11, Nedved. Number 15, Van Dijk.
Well, they
Coming on
keep
the
pressing
field,
like that as long as
number
they can.
7, Zielinski.
Right the way across.
Number 22,
Let's pull it.
Ibrahimovic. Number 5, Ferdinand.
Yaya Toure. It's a good foot in there. Nicely spread. Right, Zielinski. Cross goes in there. Araujo tries to clear.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, what has happened here? Donnarumma gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
The cross comes in. That's going to go a long way. The message is simple. Defend this with your lives. Oh, it's played into the area.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Two added
That
minutes
might
has
be
been
that, Peter.
indicated.
Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. That was good alertness. The shrill sound of the whistle, and that is that. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities, and neither willing to give in. And after all of that,
Please
Jim,
be made
what are you
aware that
thinking?
smoking is
Listen, the more
only
this game
permitted
went
in
on,
designated
a draw was
areas within
always
these
likely
grounds.
to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. The Beira-Rio here in the southern Brazilian city of Porto Alegre really is a giant bear pit of a stadium. So straight into the action. DiMarco, a player written into footballing food. It's rising! Firm header just off target.
He did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
It's good running with the ball. And here's Drogba. Rolls it backwards. Pull it. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Pele. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, it's Pele! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Pele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And that should get the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Beckham. And Araujo. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Can he get it through? Now it's Romario. Now it's Pelé. And here's Zico. Roberto Carlos. And a chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, easy pickings there. Roberto Carlos. And it's Zico. Threads one in. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed having made the run and not get picked out.
Here's Drogba. He was under real pressure there. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
Well, it's certainly not a drama affair, Peter. It's had its moment.
Big chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Drogba really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Brazil has the chance to go the other way. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Araujo, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Now it's Drogba, played out wide. DiMarco. And smartly reclaimed. Dumfries. And here's Beckham. Looks across and plays it in. He's going to be disappointed with that. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Now it's Romario. And it's Romario. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. He's quick to return it. DiMarco. Araujo. Bullet. We expected better, and so did he.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to put on the toe.
That looks a foul. Referee's given it. Ferdinand is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Drogba. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pelé, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. That is a little undercooked. Cafu. And Gabriel. Roberto Carlos has it out wide and in space. And the shot! Bullet. Dumfries. Tries to play it through. Driven in. Defending of the desperate variety. Drogba. And it's Bullet.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
And it's Drogba. Araujo.
Drogba! Wow, that is Didier Drogba! Well, who saw that coming? I honestly thought, Peter, that we had nothing to do apart from just counting the clock down as we approached half-time. It was majestic.
And that is indeed the final act. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Ayutthaya go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Ayutthaya are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good.
Substituição.
Gets us going once more. Ayutthaya leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Seedorf is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Here's DeMarco. Had to make that, and he did make it. Drogba. It's Drogba! Split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Ayutthaya have their second corner now. And it's hoisted clear. Ayutthaya do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects...
Tries one from range! Now the cross. Alisson claims it safe hands.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Roberto Carlos. And this is Pele! It's their second corner of the game. Seedorf can get it clear.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real gain here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they want another.
The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect with so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Rivaldo is fouled. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. So, power or guile, what's it going to be?
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Decent hit from there.
We all love a triumph, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been falling into box.
Failed, running with intent. So good, in fact, the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now.
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that.
And Beckham! And that's another fine save. Beckham, the regular corner taker. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So we have movement on both
Camisa
benches.
8, camisa 7, Ronaldinho, camisa
Good looking
10,
ball.
camisa
Roberto
11,
Carlos is
camisa
always
20,
looking to play quality balls.
deixando o campo para a
Roberto
entrada
Carlos.
de camisa 27, camisa 22, camisa 21, Alexandre Pato, camisa 9,
Serginho.
camisa 19,
Adriano.
substituição
Well,
em
saw that coming.
andamento.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Out towards the flank. That's an excellent interception. Ayutthaya get their fourth corner. Thuram! Brazil are looking to go forward now. Araujo kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Figo. Just a quarter of an hour to play.
Ayutthaya really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
DiMarco. Roberto Carlos. Cola. Figo. This is a promising build-up. Figo! Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Seedorf. He's having a hit! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Seedorf has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
That's going to go a long way. In by DiMarco. And that has been cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. Seedorf. 5 minutes left on the clock. And he was alert to it.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now it's Roberto Carlos. And here's Pato. Lovely. Goes for a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, that could be pivotal! Oh, God, it's got to be it! This has to be it!
Foram indicados 4
Some
minutos
heroic
de
goalkeeping,
acréscimo.
but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question: how long is there left, including stoppages?
Oh, he's been caught napping. Rafinha. Can he finish? Figo. And time is up. Ayutthaya, amazingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2
Hello,
hours,
everybody,
it might not
and
feel
welcome
like
to
that.
today's match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action.
This guy, Roberto Carlos, really is a unique player, Peter.
I think anyone would argue with that.
The pace, the power, the set pieces, the way he constantly surges forward.
And a fabulous urgency about everything he does.
That's exactly it.
Bale going forward. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Rafael Leao. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Bullet. Now it's Eto. Looking for the run. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Xavi. So no chances falling either way for the time being. And here's Bale. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's going to goal! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Akanji. And it's Messi. Xavi. And he's intervened well there. Yeah. And it's Deco. Could move up a gear here. Nedved. And this is Bullet. And he's got the beating of his... And he shoots!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there. Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Roberto Carlos plays it short. Can he finish? No, just not quite.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Here's the return pass. Now it's Eto. Oh, it's beyond the defence. Stan is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Now it's Cantona. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Cantona! He doesn't look too happy with that. Cannavaro.
Manchester always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Nedved.
They want to make the most of this turnover.
And here's Messi. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they maybe even win it, they end up shipping the goal at the other. That's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. Without the time to even react. There's no words to describe that. Clinical.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
This is a promising build-up. Now it's Cantona. Bale. And this is Bale. Delivered with swing.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off. Condella really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Backward it goes. Rafael Leao is onto this. And the shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Akanji. To Messi. And it's Xavi. Oh, it's tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable. Zico, now it's Rafael Leao, and the counter is on. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, that is really good tenacity. A sudden chance to counter. Keep ball now, how can he reach it? And he's managed to get free. Oh, look at the space here. Shot could be on. Shot, surely! It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2-up.
But Nielsen. And this is Eto. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
And he could have done himself a
2
massive
added
favour
minutes
by
has
just
been
lifting his
indicated.
head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Great chance! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. Forced to go back. And the referee has signalled for half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to
Hello
encourage
everybody,
even more
and
ambitious
please join
approach in
me
the
in
second
wishing
half,
a
Peter,
happy
with
wedding
control
anniversary
already
for one of our
established.
fan club members.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. The second period is underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Oh, it's hit the post! Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And this is correct. Oh, he's got a shot of goal. And this is Xavi. Well, some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Deco. Rafael Leao. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's on the finish! That looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
No, he's not getting past him there. Naked has got himself a free kick. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Bale with the foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. But Nielsen, a man never lacking in drive or determination. And it's Xavi. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Messi. Oh, that's neat. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Stam did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly will. It's Bale! That is special! Gareth Bale! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been?
Messi, he takes a shot. smooth, a signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
So the lead now is 2. Messi! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Messi.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Vieira. Now it's Cantona. Vieira. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Looking for options for movement. Deco. Rafael Leao finding himself in space. Oh, they could be caught out here. Cantona! And that is doing no harm at all.
He'll be annoyed with himself after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning.
Roberto Carlos. Yep, looking for the chance to skim one in from range. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Messi. Xavi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well.
Can he get it through? And it's Nedved. That's a decent ball. Pullet plays it in. And that has been cleared. Well, they could break here. Rafael Leao will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That has not gone well. Roberto Carlos promptly onto that, and that is that. Pullet. But Nielsen. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. That's a lovely, neat pass. Rafael Leao going face-to-face with his great rival. Yeah. And it's Deco. And here's Cantona. Zico knocks it into space. It's a goal kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 14, Nedved.
Keep the ball
Number
and you win the
28,
game. It really is that simple.
Number 19,
He's had it taken off him.
Chroń.
Zico
Number
is the
6,
guilty party there.
Nielsen. Coming on the field, number 20, Johan Cruyff. Number 13, Hazard. Number 12,
Could be danger here.
Number 9, Pedri. Number 16, substitution in progress.
Now it's Pullet. Zico. Yeah. Stan
4
gets
added
over and
minutes has been
intercepts.
indicated.
No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, he's bustling through here. Araujo. Deco. There will be 4 extra minutes. And it's Zico. And this is Roberto Baggio. He has found the way through. And that will be it. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end, virtually unavoidable.
Please take this opportunity to pay a visit to our official store where memorabilia from today's match are now
everything
available.
the players were trying to do, looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Someone talented to start him at a very young age. The Portuguese having arrived in 2019 with a massive reputation following a successful spell in France. It was in his 3rd season, though, with the Rossoneri that Jimmy really broke through.
Yeah, he was without doubt one of the leading performers in his team, joint top scorer. I think he got the 3 most important assists on the last day of the season, as his side, of course, secured the title.
First touch. There's an early warning shot across the bow.
Drogba, really can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
Now the ball in. That could stop. Real chance! It's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt. And here we are in the early stages. He struck good.
L'équipe du Paris Saint-Germain.
The finish.
Le numéro 21.
Just when they thought they may be in a winner, they end up shipping a goal into the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Rummenigge. Oh, that's a key interception. Turan looking to pass their way up the pitch. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Zico. And here's Drogba. Now he's running away. Messi. Give it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Not a bad try by any means. Neymar. And that could set him on his way. On time, excellent interception. Yeah. Zico. And here's Drogba. Zico. Oh, that's neat. Wants to go back. And that is expertly dealt with. Stojkovic.
Condella really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And the shots! And it's been given away. This time, surely! And that is doing no harm at all.
Just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Neymar. Well read, nice interception. Zico. Moved on forwards. Now it's Deco. Deco unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Vieira kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Distributed tidily. Cafu. Aimed at the far side.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Zico is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Rummenigge showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Stojkovic is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Neymar. Stojkovic. Vieira. And that has put paid to that. Messi. Roberto Carlos. And it's Zico. Deco. That looks a tracking ball. He is just caressing the ball. And he's going to have his name taken. Tries to get it clear. Cannavaro. Ambitious ball here. No, that's been intercepted. And here's Drogba.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Yeah. Zico.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
This interception, his positioning was spot on. Deco. Yeah. And Deco. The pass is intercepted. Zico. Nothing wrong with that tackle. All won cleanly. Now it's Rafael Leao. That pass has been well intercepted. Bale. Now it's Zico. Back when it goes.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
And it's Deco. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And This is Luis Suarez. Rummenigge, he is onto this. Deco. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Condela at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Changement.
We're on the move again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Makaleli. Araujo gets over and intercepts. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
There's the shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Well, that is really good tenacity.
It might not be such a bad idea playing this short into feet.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? And now they can spring out of defence. It's not problem. And he was quick to react. Condela come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Figo. No way through there. Baresi. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Figo. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Drogba really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Can they get him away? Now it's Messi. Well, that's well seen too. Just about up to the hour now. Passing nice and neat. No, that was never going to make it. Good looking ball. Now it's Messi. A good take in a good area. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's superb.
Condela really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, he's called it now. It's a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Messi was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Pull it. He's ended up in no man's land.
Paris Saint-Germain have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Drogba. He's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Rummenigge. Somewhat off target. And here's Drogba. Figo. And this is Bale. And he's definitely on shapes to shoot! And the difference is still one. But only just.
That was so poor, a very decent chance, and the disappointment is all too obvious.
Araujo spots it and intercepts. Bullet. That tackle was certainly sturdy.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Goes for a shot! And that's a good finish. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Big chance! He's given it away. And again! Yes! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Paris Saint-Germain find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Vieira gets across to intercept that. Araujo.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps
Will
additionnel.
be 2 minutes. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Stojkovic. Neymar. And there goes the final whistle. Condela cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off.
Chers
Any reflections
spectateurs,
on what you've
nous
seen,
allons
Jim?
procéder à
Well, there
l'annonce
was a
des 10 millions
distinct
gagnants
lack
de la
of
tombola.
clarity or
Si vous avez un
commitment
billet,
in everything.